Imagine a life where everything you desire is within your reach, where wealth, success, and fulfillment aren't just dreams, but your reality. What if I told you that unlocking this life doesn't require you to be lucky, born into privilege, or have some secret hidden in a vault? No, it's all about the mindset. And not just any mindset, the millionaire mindset that I end today's video. We're going to dive into the life-changing principles taught by Napoleon Hill, the man who helped millions unlock their potential. Hill's timeless book, Think and Grow Rich, holds the keys to turning your dreams into a tangible reality. From mastering your desires to making decisions that lead you to success, Napoleon Hill's secrets are as powerful today as they were when first written. I'm about to reveal the most important strategies that can propel you toward limitless wealth, and trust me, by the end of this video, you'll see just how achievable success can be. Before we get started, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What's the one thing you believe is standing in your way from reaching your full potential? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, because you won't want to miss a single second of this journey. We've all heard the term success, but what does it truly mean? Napoleon Hill believed that success begins with a single, unshakable force, desire. But not just any desire, a burning, passionate, intense desire. This is the kind of desire that fuels action, the type that keeps you moving when everything else seems to be falling apart. Hill's philosophy is clear: without a strong desire, success remains an abstract concept, something out of your reach. To illustrate this, think about some of the world's most successful people. Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Oprah Winfrey. What do they all have in common? A clear and burning desire to accomplish something bigger than themselves. But it's not just about having a vague wish. It's about having a definiteness of purpose. That's a concept Hill championed and believed to be the starting point of all achievement. In Hill's words, the starting point of all achievement is desire. It's not enough to want something, you must know what you want. You must define your goal with absolute clarity, leaving no room for doubt. Millionaires understand this better than anyone else. They don't just say, "I want to be rich." They say, "I want to own a successful tech company," or "I want to build an empire that changes the world." When you know exactly what you want, the universe, as Hill suggests, will start to conspire to help you get it. But here's the catch: desire without action is nothing more than a daydream. Napoleon Hill believed that successful people take decisive, relentless action. This is where most people fail. They have the desire, but they lack the commitment to follow through. Millionaires, however, take immediate action. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment, it's about taking steps, no matter how small, toward your goal every single day. As Hill said, "Do not wait, the time will never be just right." But let's stop for a second. What's stopping you from taking that first step? Is it fear of failure? Or perhaps it's the belief that you don't have the resources to start? This is where faith comes in. Hill believed that faith is the key to transforming your desire into reality. You see, the universe works in mysterious ways, and when you truly believe that you can achieve something, you send out vibrations into the world that align with your goal. It's not just wishful thinking, it's a force that begins to work in your favor. Think about it. How often do we hold back because we doubt our abilities? This doubt is the silent killer of progress. But here's the truth: if you don't believe in your ability to succeed, how can you expect others to believe in you? This is why belief is so powerful. Napoleon Hill talks about the importance of autosuggestion, a technique where you repeat your goals and affirmations to yourself until your subconscious mind absorbs them. This constant reinforcement helps to eliminate doubt and replace it with certainty. Now, let's pause for a moment. How often do you consciously tell yourself, "I can do this"? How often do you affirm that your dreams are possible? If you're not doing it daily, start now. Your journey to wealth and success begins with the belief that it is possible. When you start believing in yourself, the path to your goals becomes clearer. Here's a practical example to think about. Imagine you're trying to lose weight or get in better shape. If you only wish you could get healthier but don't have a clear goal or a plan, it will always feel impossible. But if you create a specific goal like, "I will lose 20 pounds in 3 months by working out 3 times a week," then you have a purpose. Your desire is now connected to a clear action plan. Millionaires use this same process for their financial goals. They break down their big dreams into small, manageable steps. So, How do you define your definiteness of purpose? Start by asking yourself these key questions. What do I really want? What would success look like for me? Where do I see myself in the next 5 years? Answering these questions is the first step toward unlocking your potential. As we move forward, think about how you can apply these principles to your life. What burning desire do you have that's been waiting to be unleashed? Remember, what the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. The power to create the life you want is already within you. All it takes is a shift in mindset and a burning desire to achieve your goals. As we continue our journey into the principles of success outlined by Napoleon Hill, we now turn our attention to two key concepts that can truly transform your life: faith and autosuggestion. These are not just abstract ideas, they are powerful, actionable tools that can change the course of your life if you use them correctly. First, let's talk about faith. Hill emphasizes the critical importance of faith in achieving success. But what does faith really mean? It's more than just believing in something that might happen in the future. It's about having an unwavering belief in your own abilities and in the realization of your dreams. Without faith, desire can fade into nothingness. Faith is the fuel that keeps the engine of your dreams running. In Hill's philosophy, faith isn't just something you passively feel, it's something you actively build. In fact, Hill wrote, faith is the head chemist of the mind. When faith is mixed with the vibration of thought, it creates a chemical reaction that causes the subconscious mind to be influenced. This means that faith is an actual force that affects your subconscious mind, shaping your thoughts and actions in a way that aligns with your goals. It's as if faith sends out signals to the universe that this is your time, this is your moment to succeed. But here's the problem most people face: they don't believe in their own abilities. They doubt their potential, and this doubt leads to fear, hesitation, and ultimately inaction. And as Hill so wisely points out, fear is the most debilitating emotion that keeps people from achieving their goals. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown, all of these fears are tied directly to a lack of faith. But when you develop a strong belief in yourself, in your abilities, and in the inevitability of your success, fear no longer has control over you. This is where autosuggestion comes in. Hill defines autosuggestion as the practice of feeding your subconscious mind with positive thoughts, ideas, and affirmations. Simply put, it's the process of programming your mind to believe in success. Autosuggestion is a technique that anyone can use, and it's one of the most powerful tools in Hill's entire philosophy. By repeating positive affirmations about yourself and your goals, you begin to replace your doubts and fears with confidence and certainty. If you think about it, your subconscious mind is constantly being influenced by the information you take in, what you see, hear, and think about. This is why Hill encourages you to take control of your mind by deliberately choosing what thoughts and beliefs you want to internalize. Through consistent autosuggestion, you can literally reprogram your brain to focus on success, abundance, and wealth. It's a simple yet profound method that has been used by countless successful individuals. Now, you may be asking, how do I put this into practice? Here's a simple approach. Take a moment each day to repeat an affirmation that aligns with your goals. For example, say to yourself, I am worthy of success, and I am capable of achieving all my goals. Or, I am a millionaire, and every day I am getting closer to my financial freedom. These aren't just words. They are declarations that your subconscious mind will begin to take as truth. The more you repeat these affirmations, the more your mind will start to align with your desires, and your actions will begin to reflect this new belief system. But don't stop there. The power of faith and autosuggestion is amplified when you visualize your success. Hill also encourages the use of visualization, seeing your goals as already accomplished in your mind. Imagine yourself living the life you desire. Picture the house you want, the financial freedom you crave, and the lifestyle that comes with it. Close your eyes and make this vision as vivid and detailed as possible. By doing this every day, you start to imprint that vision onto your subconscious mind, which will drive you to take the necessary steps toward making it a reality. But here's the critical part: you must believe in the vision. Visualization without faith is empty. But when you pair visualization with strong belief, you create an unstoppable force. Hill himself said, whatever your mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. When you truly believe that your dreams are not just possible, but inevitable, your mind and your actions will start to work together to bring them to life. At this point, let's take a quick pause. I want you to think about your own goals for a moment. Do you truly believe that you can achieve them? If not, why? What's holding you back? It's time to challenge those doubts. Start with faith. Start with autosuggestion. Begin programming your mind for success, and watch how your life starts to align with your deepest desires. As we continue exploring the timeless principles that have helped countless individuals unlock limitless wealth, we now turn our attention to one of the most powerful concepts Napoleon Hill introduced: the mastermind. This principle is a game changer for anyone who aspires to success. But what exactly is a mastermind, and how can you harness its power to accelerate your journey to wealth? In Hill's words, a mastermind is defined as a friendly alliance with one or more persons who will encourage one to follow through with both plan and purpose. This alliance of minds is built on the premise that the combined energy, knowledge, and creativity of multiple individuals can accomplish far more than what one person could achieve alone. The power of the mastermind lies in its ability to foster collaboration, innovation, and problem-solving. So why is the mastermind principle so critical? Let's break it down. Think about this for a moment. No one achieves success alone. Every self-made millionaire, every entrepreneur who has made it big, has had people around them who contributed to their success. Whether it was through mentorship, advice, shared resources, or emotional support, the key to unlocking true wealth often lies in the strength of the network you build. Hill understood this, and that's why he emphasized the importance of a mastermind group. When you surround yourself with people who are equally driven, who bring diverse perspectives and skills to the table, you create a powerful force that can propel you forward faster than you could ever imagine. Now, imagine being part of a group where everyone is invested in your success, just as you are invested in theirs. A mastermind group doesn't just offer encouragement, it provides constructive feedback, ideas, and solutions that you might not have considered on your own. This group becomes your sounding board, a place where you can brainstorm, test ideas, and refine your strategies with the collective wisdom of others. Think of it as your very own support network, but one that also challenges you to be better, to push the boundaries of what you think is possible. One of the greatest benefits of a mastermind group is accountability. It's easy to let deadlines slip or to get sidetracked when you're working alone. But when you know that others are depending on you and that they will check in on your progress, you're much more likely to stay on track. The accountability factor is what separates those who achieve their goals from those who fall short. But here's the real magic: when multiple brilliant minds come together, the results are exponential. This is the principle of synergy at work. The energy of the group creates a collective intelligence that often leads to breakthroughs. Imagine being in a room with people who have different skills and experiences. Someone might have technical expertise, another person might excel in marketing, while someone else is a financial genius. When you combine these talents, you're not just improving each individual's chances of success, you're multiplying the potential for extraordinary results. If you've ever heard the saying, "two heads are better than one," then you understand the principle behind masterminds. But Hill's concept goes even further. When you combine the power of many, the potential for success is limitless. And this is exactly what you need to accelerate your wealth-building journey. But how do you create your own mastermind group? First, it's important to recognize that a mastermind is not just any group of people, it's a carefully curated group that shares similar goals, values, and vision. You want people who challenge you, inspire you, and hold you to high standards. But you also need to ensure that the group is diverse enough to bring new ideas and perspectives to the table. The ideal mastermind group is a blend of individuals who are committed to success, have complementary strengths, and are willing to support each other through thick and thin. The first step in building your mastermind group is to start seeking out like-minded individuals. These can be people you meet through networking events, online communities, or personal connections. Don't limit yourself to those who are already wealthy or successful. Instead, look for people who are driven, motivated, and eager to learn and grow. It's not about finding the most accomplished people, it's about finding people who share your drive and commitment to success. Another important element of a mastermind group is regular communication. This could be through weekly meetings, virtual calls, or even a group chat. The key is consistency. You need to stay engaged, share progress updates, and offer feedback. A mastermind group that meets sporadically won't be effective. But when you make it a regular part of your routine, you'll see the compound effect of consistent collaboration and feedback. Let's also talk about mentorship within a mastermind group. Mentorship is often the catalyst for growth. As you continue to build your mastermind group, seek out individuals who have more experience than you in certain areas. Their insights can save you time and energy, and their wisdom can help you avoid common mistakes. But remember, the mentor-mentee relationship should always be reciprocal. Even if you're not the most experienced in the group, you still bring something valuable to the table. Your unique perspective, your creativity, and your willingness to contribute are all part of what makes the mastermind work. To bring this all together, think of a mastermind as a form of leverage. When you have the right people in your corner, you don't have to do everything alone. You can tap into their knowledge, their networks, and their resources to propel yourself forward. You'll be amazed at what you can achieve when you combine your efforts with those of a carefully selected group of individuals. Now, think about your own life. Do you have a group of people who are pushing you to achieve more? Are you surrounded by individuals who challenge your ideas, support your ambitions, and hold you accountable? If not, it's time to start building your own mastermind. Seek out those who will elevate you and who you can elevate in turn. This is the power of collaboration, and it's a principle that will take your success to the next level. As we continue exploring the principles that unlock limitless wealth, we now dive into one of the most crucial factors of success: taking calculated risks and making bold decisions. Napoleon Hill understood that wealth and success don't come from playing it safe. Instead, they come from making decisions that push you beyond your comfort zone and embracing opportunities that others might shy away from. But here's the key: successful people don't take reckless risks. They take calculated risks, those that have been carefully considered, evaluated, and acted upon with confidence. One of Hill's most important principles is the idea of decision. In fact, he says, the person who makes a decision and sticks to it is the one who will reach their goal. It sounds simple, right? But how many times have you hesitated to make a decision, overanalyzing every possible outcome until you never take action at all? This is the trap that many people fall into. They allow fear, doubt, and uncertainty to cloud their judgment, and as a result, they never move forward. Millionaires, however, don't hesitate. They make decisions quickly and confidently. This doesn't mean they don't evaluate their options or weigh the risks. It means they don't allow indecision to paralyze them. They understand that making a decision is the first step toward success. Hill emphasized this by stating, "Successful people make decisions quickly and change them slowly, while unsuccessful people make decisions slowly and change them quickly." This is a powerful reminder. The ability to make quick, decisive decisions is one of the key traits that separates the successful from the unsuccessful. The more you delay making a decision, the more you give in to fear, doubt, and indecision. Instead, commit to making bold decisions, knowing that you will learn from them, whether they lead to success or failure. But how do you ensure that the decisions you make are the right ones? This is where the concept of calculated risk comes in. Hill talks about the importance of taking risks with full awareness and preparation. He believed that the more you know about your chosen field, the more equipped you are to take calculated risks. Wealthy individuals aren't gamblers, they're investors. They take risks, but they do so in a way that maximizes their chances of success. For example, let's say you want to invest in real estate. You could rush into the market, buy a property without fully understanding the market dynamics, and hope that you get lucky. Or, you could take the time to do thorough research, analyze the market trends, and evaluate the potential risks and rewards before making your move. The second approach is the one that millionaires take. They take their time to gather information, consult experts, and weigh the potential outcomes before making a decision. This calculated approach allows them to make smarter choices that have a higher chance of success. Another key to taking calculated risks is trusting your intuition. While research and data are important, sometimes the best decisions come from trusting your gut. Successful entrepreneurs often talk about how their intuition guided them through uncertain situations. This intuitive decision-making is not about being reckless, it's about trusting the experience and knowledge you've accumulated over time. Hill said, "The man who does not think for himself is at the mercy of the thoughts of others." In other words, don't let the opinions of others cloud your judgment. Trust yourself, make bold decisions, and trust that your knowledge and experience will guide you in the right direction. But let's pause for a moment. What about the fear of failure? This is something that holds many people back from making bold decisions and taking risks. They fear that if they fail, they will lose everything. But here's the truth: failure is not the end. It's part of the journey. Hill understood this better than anyone. He said, "Every adversity, every failure, every heartache carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit." Failure is not something to fear. It's something to embrace. Every time you fail, you learn valuable lessons that bring you closer to success. Millionaires understand that failure is a stepping stone, not a roadblock. They don't view failure as a personal defeat but as an opportunity to improve, to grow, and to refine their strategy. This is why they're able to take risks with confidence. They know that even if they fall, they will rise stronger and wiser. So, let's talk about a real-life example of someone who took bold decisions and calculated risks. Richard Branson. He is a perfect illustration of the power of decision-making and risk-taking. Branson didn't just start one successful company, he created an empire. But his journey was filled with risks. In fact, his first major risk was when he started Virgin Records. The company almost went bankrupt a few times, but Branson's bold decisions and willingness to take calculated risks helped him turn it into one of the most successful brands in the world. What's even more inspiring about Branson's story is that he didn't wait for the perfect moment to start. He took action. He embraced uncertainty and made decisions quickly. And this is the key to wealth: taking action and making decisions that align with your goals, even when the outcome is uncertain. Branson's success didn't come from playing it safe, it came from his ability to make bold decisions, take calculated risks, and learn from every experience. Let's circle back to your own life. Are there decisions that you've been avoiding because of fear or uncertainty? What risks have you been hesitant to take? The next time you find yourself paralyzed by doubt, remember Hill's words: don't wait. The time will never be just right. Take action, make a decision, and trust that you are on the path to success. As we reach the final step of our journey into the timeless principles that lead to limitless wealth, let's talk about the foundation that holds everything together: consistency, self-discipline, and the importance of giving back. These are the key elements that will not only help you achieve wealth but also maintain it over the long term, building a legacy that goes beyond just financial success. First, let's dive into consistency. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of a new venture or project. The initial burst of motivation is thrilling, and you feel unstoppable. But as time goes on, the enthusiasm can fade, and the inevitable challenges start to feel overwhelming. This is where consistency becomes the difference between those who succeed and those who give up. Millionaires don't stop at the first sign of difficulty. They understand that wealth is built over time, not through one-time actions or quick wins. Hill believed that success is a steadfast journey, not a destination. Think about this for a moment. How many times have you started something new, whether it was a fitness routine, a new business venture, or a personal development goal, and then stopped when the initial excitement wore off? We've all been there. But here's the truth: the key to long-term success is not having a burst of energy and then fading away. It's about showing up every day, no matter what. Even when the results aren't immediate, even when the road ahead seems unclear. Consistency is the invisible force that keeps you moving forward, even when it feels like nothing is happening. If you want to be a millionaire, you must commit to consistency. Whether it's working on your business every day, learning a new skill, or saving money consistently, these small daily actions add up over time. Millionaires know that it's not the big leaps that make them successful, it's the steady, everyday steps toward their goal. As Hill said, success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. So ask yourself, are you consistently taking the actions that will lead you to your goal, or are you letting distractions, procrastination, or laziness stop you? Next, we must talk about self-discipline. This is another cornerstone of long-term wealth. Without self-discipline, your success will be fleeting. Self-discipline is what keeps you focused, committed, and moving toward your goals when the going gets tough. It's the ability to say no to distractions, to avoid instant gratification, and to stick to your plan even when it would be easier to give in to temptation. Millionaires are masters of self-discipline. They know that success requires sacrifice. It's about saying no to the things that don't align with your vision and saying yes to the habits, routines, and behaviors that will take you closer to your dreams. This doesn't mean being rigid or inflexible. It means developing the ability to control your impulses and make decisions that serve your long-term goals rather than your short-term desires. To develop self-discipline, start by setting clear boundaries and creating a daily routine that supports your goals. This could mean waking up early, sticking to a budget, or avoiding distractions like social media while you're working on your business. The key is to build a habit of doing the things that will move you forward, even when you don't feel like it. Hill said, "The successful person has the habit of doing the things failures don't like to do." This is the essence of self-discipline, doing what is necessary, even when it's uncomfortable or inconvenient. Now, let's talk about giving back. One of the most profound lessons Napoleon Hill teaches is that wealth is not just about accumulating money, it's about using that wealth to make a positive impact on the world around you. Millionaires understand that their success isn't just for them, it's an opportunity to help others, to uplift their communities, and to create a legacy that extends beyond their own lives. Hill believed that no one can succeed without the help of others. And this includes giving back. Successful people often use their wealth to support causes they care about, whether it's through charity, mentorship, or investing in others. When you reach a certain level of financial success, it's important to consider how you can contribute to the well-being of others. This could mean donating money to a cause, offering mentorship to aspiring entrepreneurs, or simply using your platform to inspire others. But giving back doesn't just mean financial contributions. It can also mean sharing your knowledge, your time, and your resources with those who need it. This is where the power of mentorship comes in. Millionaires often become mentors themselves, helping the next generation of leaders and entrepreneurs avoid the mistakes they made and guiding them toward success. Hill believed that success is not about what you take from the world, it's about what you give. You will be paid in direct proportion to the value you bring to the marketplace, he said. So, what does giving back look like in your life? It doesn't have to be a grand gesture. It can start small, with a simple act of kindness, a word of encouragement, or a piece of advice that could change someone's life. And as you build your wealth, you'll have the opportunity to make a bigger impact. This is one of the most fulfilling aspects of wealth, knowing that your success can help others succeed as well. To wrap this up, consistency, self-discipline, and giving back are the keys to not only achieving wealth but also maintaining it over the long term. These principles will ensure that your success doesn't fade, that your wealth continues to grow, and that your impact on the world lasts long after you're gone. Remember, wealth is not just about money, it's about mastering yourself, developing habits that align with success, and using that success to help others. This is the millionaire's mindset, and it's yours for the taking. Thank you for following along on this journey to unlocking limitless wealth. I hope the insights shared in this video have sparked something inside you. If you enjoyed this content and want to learn more, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Let's continue to grow together, and remember, your success is inevitable when you commit to the principles of the millionaire mindset.